After an insanely close first map, again, PACT GG going to border Max OT. This time they'll win it though, and they'll bring ENCE to Villa. What do we think about Villa?
Look, I think ENCE have a pretty good reign on Villa. I don't think they'll let it go. The way that they let border go then and slip through their fingers, I think they'll be much more switched on now, and they've got to fight tooth and nail because this is the lower bracket, ladies and gentlemen. This is their only chance to get themselves to Six Invitational, and being a Pro League team and being not invited to Six Invitational, it sucks, I'm sure. So I'm hoping...
Yeah, this is the thing we were talking about before during the open qualifiers. There's a lot of teams, they know that they're probably not going to make it. They're not really concentrating on that. They're kind of just using practice for Challenger League qualifiers. But these two teams, one's in Challenge League, one's in Pro League, they should be aiming to go to the Invitational through this qualifier. There are 2 spots open for Europe right now. So there's plenty of opportunity for both of these teams to try and push themselves to get there. They should be fighting for it. We're definitely seeing a very close series because of it. We'll see if ENCE can take Villa off of them. What do you think of the bans?
Oh, that Jackal ban. You know, I really like that. It means that that at least we will see one team wanting to do a really, really heavy roam. And that tells me that, and I believe it was ENCE who banned the Jackal there. So they'll be wanting to do a very, very heavy roam. And that means that they'll go, okay, if we get rid of the Jackal, we're not going to be spotted out. We can send a roamer somewhere. This is really going to work for us. I think Deep there is going to pick or do something else there. But and then the Dokkaebi, of course, because of how fruitful it was in the last matchup. Not a surprise that that's going to come off the board there. But, of course, Deep baiting the fuse there, but he's going to pick the IQ, which is going to be great for him. It is going to spot out some of those Legion Mines, some of those Bandits, the ADSs, and it will give a indication as to where those Evil Eyes are going to be. Kendra is going to 6-pick onto the Montaigne, a pretty good operator for a map like Villa. And, of course, we've seen G2 recently and more than recently utilize Montaigne very effectively on this map. So we will see whether or not PACT have the same effect.
We will definitely see if that's going to happen. We're going to move into round number 1 now. We'll see exactly how it's going to go down. I don't know if I like the Kendrew Monty. We saw this before. We saw a Monty from both sides when they played against WeWe earlier today on this same map. Honestly, it doesn't work that well on Villa, in my opinion, just because of the effectiveness of Legion here. Especially with normally, they normally put an Evil Eye ENCE do in this bookcase. And if you have Legion Mines down and you have that Maestro behind you, well, this Maestro's just gonna, the Montaigne's just gonna take so much damage. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think they're only going to have Panics on the Zofia again, you know, a very common main for Panics. So he will only have 2 impacts there, and they need to be careful of those ADSs. But this time they do have the IQ. So those Legion Mines may very well be countered, or that was the sole purpose of bringing the IQ, was to try and get rid of some of those Legion Mines that they knew that they were bringing on Wilkie anyway. So hopefully they're able to get some of those. We'll see the IQ with Kendra, some of those vertical holes coming out, and Sparks gonna have to go drone it for Kendra there, and he's saying, no, it's free, you're all good. But no, Deep is very far away, not giving the utility usage that is needed, and Kendra is going to take so much damage there. My
yeah, you're lagging out a little bit. I think maybe on your end on Discord, I'm not sure, but
oh, it might be. You go ahead, Stern, and I will fix my side of things.
All right. Well, yeah, the monster's going to push down. Takes a humongous amount of punishment, but Kendra successfully baits out the peak and does manage to score a kill. But Saves and Deep are both going to go down as well. Kendrick's still making his way down this hallway, but being as lit as he is, these Legion Mines are just going to do more and more damage. Sparks are going to try and push up where he can as well. Impact is going to go down. That's going to put even more punishment onto Kendrew if he gets in a bad position. And this just seems like an impossible push going down right now because they don't have the hard reacher in a correct position. And this seems a little bit fruitless from them. But it is a 3v4 still. Nitro comes out from below. Does not hit his target just well. Because Kendrew is actually on 1 HP in a dream. But if he does take any more damage, he is going to go down. Hopefully he's going to get reset. I would hope. What is happening here? Ah, okay, I see. That's interesting.
Yeah, look, that was a little bit interesting. I'm not sure if I'm still lagging Stena, but hopefully this rectifies itself. Otherwise, you're going to get Robot Jess for a little bit, guys. But I'm assuming that I'm coming through kind of loud and clear here, but it's good to see that we have under a minute left, and that smoke is going to take him out. And my goodness, PACT are left to a 2v.
Yeah, it's a little bit better, but there is still some issues. But we're going to move to a 1v4, and smokes are going to come down. Panic's just going to go for the pre-fires where he can. It's 30 seconds left to go on the clock, looking really, really good right now for ENCE's defense. Just constant Legion mines going down in this hallway. They just cannot find their entry at all. And losing the right cube that early, it's just hurt them so much. The Maestro cam is still up as well, up on 90, and Panic is in a really bad situation right now. I think he's just going to try and get some exit frags, and there we go. And it's just going to try and move through, hopefully get the kill. There we go. Slebin goes down, and he tries to find another. He's going to have to contest with a shotgun. Close range. What? Oh my god! What was that shot from Panix?
My goodness.
Wilkie just gets... he just
absolutely
gets destroyed.
deleted.
Yeah, wow.
Wow. Alrighty. Well, Robot Jess may still be here, but I am going to give a quick analysis on that round, other than the fact that the... Oh. Hey.
I changed the server over. Good. So hopefully it might be...
I am in Western Europe, and now I can see everything super clear. I'm so excited. Okay, excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm seeing everything for the first time in HD here, and I'm seeing a 1-0 to ENCE. Of course, Panix was very unlucky there. He had his teammates try and push up on the site. They didn't really have the hold that they wanted to there. They didn't have any lines of sight that they needed. So people, of course, were trying to funnel down 90 and through the doors of Aviator and whatnot. And that is just not a good way to push something.
No, it's definitely not. And yeah, the robot chest is still very, very prevalent. We may have to restart Discord after this map.
I'll be back, guys.
But we'll see how it does go down as we move into round number 2. This is not looking good at all for PACT. It's become clear that they're kind of relying on maybe 1 or 2 strategies that are just clearly not going to work against ENCE. They know exactly how to play this map. I'm looking forward to exactly what they're going to be able to use here. But PACT should be able to keep up. They've already proven they're a very prevalent team here. And they've already proven that they're very, very capable of acting on even grounds with ENCE, especially in terms of gunplay. We've seen some great shots coming out here from pretty much everyone on each team, honestly. We've seen some incredible plays. And we'll see exactly how much more we're going to take at that as we move through into round number 2's action phase. I really love the Legion here just so much, especially on Villa. So many tight corners.
Alrighty. Is Robot Jess gone, or am I still here?
I think it might be on my end, honestly. I might have to restart my Discord. But we'll see how it does go down. As, what do you think of the Legion here?
Yeah, look, honestly, Shate on the Legion over here, he's got a really good position on him. He'll be able to throw out quite a few goo mines that are going to be really detrimental to the push here of PACT, but they have dropped the shield there, so I really think that that's to their favor. And Shate, right next to that statue there, can be a really strong position even when they open up that wall, so I hope he does default there with Comfy doing this really deep rock. I hope this works out.
Yeah, I really do hope it works out for them as well. As we see Slebin going to try and rotate all the way down below as well. He does have a Nitro available, but this didn't quite work out for him last time, but he did manage to get Kendrew down to 1 HP in Adrian. Legion Mine is going to detonate. Panic's going to go for the pre-fires as he takes it out. This is what Legion just does to your attack. He just slows it down. There's a constantly be pulling back and pushing forward. And there's just so much time wasting potential for the Legion. Shate going to be playing very close to the statue here. And, you know, he could just sit here and just spew out Legion Mines all day. Gomfi, however, is going to pick up the first kill of the round, but Panis instantly trades him right on back. But that's only the Jaeger gone, and that's gone for a Thatcher. That's a huge pick for the defense. Absolutely.
Panic's on about half health, but it doesn't really matter at this point. They've got a really lit smoke on their lineup, and that means that if they're able to take him out of commission, they'd have a much easier push onto site. What worries me is that they're not able to get this wall open, which is bandited. I think they want Saves to run in there and try and shoot the bandit charges. Of course, they got Shate on the Legion to the left and another operator, I believe, Wilkie on the right. So this is going to be very difficult for them to open the wall. And of course, Boonsey, what a shot onto the head of Kendrick.
Yeah, great shot indeed coming out from Boonsey there. More smokes coming down as well, as we'll see exactly how this is going to go and down in terms of execute. But this is looking so good for ENCE right now. And seeing exactly how this can go through. But ENCE is going to go below Slevin. Not going to be paying attention there. Will get shut down. This is still even the piece, but there's not really a lot of plant denial for ENCE, so they're not exactly in a great position. But they do have the defense, and it is 10 seconds left to go. We'll see how the push goes down. As Barsook moves in, he does get the opening kill of this push. And there we go, Panis gets the kill into Milky. It's all gone wrong. And now Boonsey left alone in a 1v3. The diffuser will go down successfully. He peeks out, but saves will take him out. There we go, PACT will find their first round on Villa.
My goodness, that's not how I thought that round would go at all, given that they had the numbers count, they had the utility count, they had everything going for them. I'm surprised the smoke was not in a more advantageous place for him to be able to throw those smokes in the key plant position.
Okay, chat, don't panic. The game is going to freeze for a bit, but I'm going to attempt to solve this Discord issue very, very quickly for you guys.
Ooh.
Very, very, very quickly. Okay, hopefully we're back in.
Hopefully I'm not Robot Jess anymore. Otherwise, it is most definitely my side of the table. What do we got? Are we still Robot Jess?
It's a little bit. It's a tiny bit. It's definitely better. We'll keep an eye on the situation, chat. And thank you for bearing patience with us while we just sorted out a very, very quick issue coming out. But we're going to move through into round number 3 of our second map on Villa. Any thoughts about the last round we just saw?
Yeah, look, that last round, they were lucky that they were able to get that wall open. Had they not got that wall open, I don't really think that that would have gone in their favor whatsoever. They really good crossfire position. We see that statue to the left there. That's where Shate was behind on the Legion. They had a Maestro in a really good key position there. But of course, Panics went below and got a really good kill, defaulted up Astro stairs, and that allowed them to be able to pinch the site the way that they needed. Without the pinch and that bathroom control as well, I really don't think that that would have gone the way of PACT.
Yeah, so just the high-level processing power coming out there from Robot Jess is going to be able to analyze that round very well, and we'll see the drones starting to come out from PACT. This is a pretty typical take, although this wall isn't reinforced, and normally you will see it reinforced if there is a heavy roam game coming out. The fact that ENCE isn't doing that is kind of questioning. But we'll see how this go down, as we'll see ENCE try and push up, and Kendrew is going to find the first engagement, but not able to find a kill just yet. You see multiple drones starting to come out from the attack and try and get a good idea of what's happening. I don't like the fact that so many people from PACT have been constantly droning each other in, droning themselves in. You really need to be droning each other in, but I guess it gives you a better idea in terms of communication. It's been clear that PACT isn't exactly well communicated and coordinated in this matchup, but we'll see how it goes down. Andrew is on the flank watch here, as well as Panics. He just take down Slevin. They're going to take the call out, so that's a good bit of coordination coming out there. So definitely not completely uncoordinated, as we do see flank watch drones set up. There we go. Gonfi's going to take down Claymore. This should signal a good little push coming out from Gonfi, because I'm going to guess they weren't watching the flank watch drone for 2 flankers, only for 1. But Panics finds yet another kill, moving into the site. Try and find another, but moves all the way in. Wilkie finds the first kill for ENCE, but instantly traded out. It's all down to Gonfi on the flank. He's going to find one. They're going to know he's on the flank. He peeks wrong. PACT takes him down, and they take round number 3. Very well played from PACT so far. Production, but this is a big issue, I suppose, but we'll see how it goes down. Sometimes things just don't work, chat. When you run a stream for this long, it all starts to fall apart. So we'll move through it into round number 4, and we'll see exactly how it is going down.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
I think we've lost complete control of Jess. She says she's connecting back on her phone. Hopefully be able to get back in here. Unfortunately, ESL only gave me a budget of $0 for this production. You can imagine that things haven't been going perfectly. But hopefully we should be able to get Jess in here.
Hello.
Hello.
Am I not Robot Jess anymore?
You are not Robot Jess anymore.
That's what hotspots.
Into a real girl.
Wow, there you go. I'm not just the e-girl anymore. I'm now the real girl, hopefully. So that's what hotspots are for, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we got phones with those unlimited internet. Damn, the future is bright. But I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to see we have PACT up on a 2-1. This is a great lead for them, especially on attack. Mind you, we're not entirely sure whether or not Villa is defensive or attacking sided at the moment, given the meta is still being built in these past 6 months. Whether or not one of these teams is more.
I would say typically Villa is defender sided, not because it is technically defender sided, but more of what we were saying about how Slavic could just do things like that and just eliminate Kendrew immediately from Mud. But
deleted. Also
the fact that, yeah, as you said, the meta hasn't really been realized from this map. We were saying earlier about how it's still a very new map competitively, and a lot of teams are still just trying to figure it out. But it's much easier to figure it out on defense than it is to figure it out on attack.
Yeah, absolutely. And that I would say that's true for almost every single map. Your defensive sidedness is something that you're going to be able to work out much easier than trying to adapt on attack. And Sparks are here. He's going to be flying on through, making sure that the statue and bedroom are all clear. And he's all good to drone himself out into 90 and work out whether or not red stairs are clear. But they're not going to get much contention there. Look at that beautiful shot from Sharte on the face of saves. Oh,
there's so many 1v1 fights going on right now. There's been 0 refracting coming out from PACT. There's definitely been one of their weaknesses going through here. We haven't really seen too many refrags from them. ENCE have definitely been keeping up a little bit better on it. But there we go. Deep is going to be able to find 1 kill and 2 as well. The Claymore kicked out Gumpy as he tries to go for the run out. And it's now even out. Deep single-handedly just even that scoreboard out.
My goodness, I don't think that is exactly how they wanted to go about this. Of course, Sharte is going to be concussed inside Vault there. He's got a really good position for him to play really aggressively, and I actually think that the Habana hole is bugged out. I'm not sure whether they'll be able to vault through that. If Sharte looks at that, he could probably even just leave Vault as it is and know that they're not going to have control of it. But overall, we'll see whether or not they're even going to be able to use it. You may be able to crouch through that one, actually, so they will need to maintain Vault control. But there's just under a minute left on the clock, and we still have a few people who aren't in key execution positions.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
How does Boomsy score these kills? I just don't understand. Panic's one of the most powerful fraggers from PACT already off the board. And now it's a 2v2 situation. ENCE managed to even the scoreboard out just a little bit here. And moving into the last 30 seconds, I believe there's still smokes up on the board. No, there is not actually, as Wilkie does have 2 impacts. The plant is going to start coming down though. Wilkie has a great position, but Deep doesn't care. He's going to take him down easy as that. And now it's all down to Boomsy. He has to push. He has to win this gunfight. And he does! He gets the shotgun now. He's going to try and take another, but no, he draws. What? What just happened?
What?
They killed each other at the same time.
His shotgun wasn't even aimed at him.
It's the spread.
In that moment.
The spread of your entire screen.
It collected him, I should say. I mean, oh my god, I'm now tongue-tied as to how that round even went. A nice shot, Boonsy there. Not going to lie there. Panic's absolutely agreeing that the shot we were able to see there into Panic's head was just a beautiful one with that SMG-11. But that draw, I did not see that coming. Of course, I thought he might get the shotgun there, but the trade is ever so worth it. And that does mean that we will have a 3-2 PACT having that 1 round advantage, meaning that they're going to feel a little bit more comfortable ending this half.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know how draws work, because it's very, very, very rare to see in Siege. It does happen, though, from time to time, and you can trade because it's online. Although, sometimes you get trades online. I don't know how that works, but yeah, like, you can get trades online, definitely, and it does happen. And when it happens in that 1v1 situation that we just saw, it ends in a draw. That means that both teams get a win for that round. And I think it means they can't No, sorry, no, it does mean they can
No.
go back. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it doesn't actually count as a win for the defense, but it does mean that they can go back, but it does mean a win in terms of round count. So both teams get one up on each other. This means that the round count is going to be kind of off. This is technically round number 5, even though really it should be round number 6 according to the scores. So it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to throw me off consistently as well, because I'm going to be like, oh yeah, round this, and I'm like, hang on, that's not what the scoreboard tells me. But the draw means that it's going to look like we're 1 round ahead, but alas, the draw just makes it so. So we will have this heavy roam that I said, you know, that Jackal ban, ladies and gentlemen. Now that I'm not a robot, I feel I can really give you the analysis that doesn't seem synth-like. And we will have Gomfi and Sleben, I believe, who usually plays the Bandit. Yes, and Sleben will be on the Bandit, and they will be heavy roaming. They banned the Jackal to allow them to do this. That means they'll be able to sit in really aggressive positions underneath on this map, which is massive. This map is massive, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not too familiar with Villa, it's big. And you can roam together like this, Gomfi and Sleben. They might be able to trade a few times, get a couple of refrags, pinch some people. I think it's going to be really good if they keep it up.
Yeah, it should be really good indeed. We're going to see how round number 5 is getting underway as Lucid Drones are starting to come out ahead of the main attack. Again, ENCE, they do not want control of the rest of the top floor. I think this is a kind of a flaw in their strategy, honestly, because it gives so much control to PACT. And they could just, yeah, do things like that, where Kenji just runs all the way up. Anytime that ENCE want to push into that, they're just going to find a firing line of PACT members. Like Kenju, going to push all the way up and get that really early frag onto Gomfi.
Yeah, look, I am afraid of Kenju on the Ash, and everyone else should be as well. And it's almost like seeing saves on an ACOG on defense. It's one of those things you don't want to come up against. The fact that they're giving up a heck of a lot of bedroom, statue control, trophy control, that does mean that they are not roaming effectively. You can roam downstairs all you want, but if no one's going to challenge you downstairs and you're not going to waste any time downstairs, then you're just bodies off site. So Gomfi and Sleben being downstairs and rotating back into 90 when it's already had control by PACT wasn't a smart way to go about it. Shate is going to be zapped.
Twitch droned here.
Shate! Oh my...
Is he locked on the cam? I think he might have disconnected. There you go. He's dead.
Oh, he has definitely got to be lagging out or something to that effect.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank God. If he had just not been paying attention, that would have been a bit embarrassing.
No way.
There we go. Smokes are going to start to come out into the vault as we see Execution come down. If anything, that was actually, you know, big brain, because Saves actually wasted all of his Twitch darts to kill him.
Yeah, absolutely. Now it's just a simple old loud drone, and we have the numbers count for PACT. They're going to zoom on into side Boonsy here. He's going to have to try and save himself with a shotgun and a dream, but they might just do it. It's down to a 2v1. Boonsy, with a incredible aim that we saw last round, might be able to do this, but behind vault door is very hard to counter. He needs to be able to make sure he's got this, but Saves right behind the bomb there is going to be able to zoom his shot straight into his face, cancel that out. And as much as Wilkie and Bootsy had tried there very valiantly, they were not able to take that round off PACT. And I don't know about this anymore, Sternup. I think that considering how PACT, and the rehost call will get called out, considering how PACT played Villa on their last set of matches, I'm not surprised they're playing again, because it looks really confident, much more confident than I thought they would be.
I really hope we don't have another rehost today, because isn't that like the 5th one we've had so far, just over 2 games? So this is definitely getting very interesting. Hopefully the whole lobby won't die this time. That was really bad.
Yeah, but, that was horrific.
It's right. Yeah.
It's 4-2.
4-2.
Round.
Think it through, Gomfi.
Count it out in your head, Gomfi. You've got 10 fingers. I think Gomfi has 10
okay,
fingers.
yeah. Roger Dodger, my bad. Thank God,
there we go.
There's nothing wrong with this. We are getting through.
Whew.
Oh my God. Okay, so we get into round number 6. It's going to be the final attack round here. If anything, this now actually gives a slight advantage to the defense, I would say, because now they get an extra round on defense.
There you go. So I still don't know. I've not seen a confident round from ENCE thus far where I've kind of been like, yep, that's them with the momentum going now, because the momentum's being shut off by PACT a lot of times, and PACT have been playing this site brilliant. So every time they attack this, they try and open vault, they cut off the rotate, they make sure that they pinch the site, they have one study. They've always got one study to watch the player go down behind vault door. So it's so systematic coming out from PACT. It's so unlike PACT that I am worried for ENCE on this map, because PACT are looking so confident.
Yeah, no, they are. And we've seen the last 2 rounds in this defense go exactly the same way.
Yeah, I am a bit worried
no.
that ENCE
Almost exactly the same way. ENCE, unfortunately, didn't be able to bring it into a draw. I think if he had 2 draws in a row, that would have completely thrown me off.
Look, if we got 2 draws in a row, I will donate like $200 to charity if we manage to get 2 draws in a row, because 100% in this game, in this match, if we get 2 draws, yeah, that's it. Charity, name a charity, chat, and it will have $200 straight in their bank account, because draws are like 1 in 1,000. And oh, Shate on the Valk again. He's great Valk. He just needs to be careful on this angle against Panics, and he's going to run across the line of sight, but he's only going to take a lick of damage as a result, and he escapes with his life. But that drone in that pot plant there, I feel like that's a really obvious one, and Panics is using it to his advantage, and I think that's Sleben on the Bandit as per usual, and he's just going to default off, and I don't think anyone will challenge Panics again.
I'm kind of surprised they're still playing Sleben downstairs so much, considering the amount of times this guy's died and not really use his nitro that well. I mean, he did take down the Monty one time, but other than that, I can't think of a moment where Sleben effectively used his C4. And he's died a lot while looking up at the ceiling, so I really don't agree with this sort of strategy. I would prefer him playing on the pulse here, honestly.
Absolutely. You should have some kind of intel going for you, not just a willy-nilly throw. There's a lot of destructible floor to go through, of course. Behind bar is a very common plant spot, but that's not always been where they've been doing it. They've been doing it behind the vault door as well. So unless you know that particular spot, then of course you're just hoping and praying. Shate is going to have his line of sight here. And I think he's going to go for the C4 toss instead. And
he got it. Yeah, he got it. Wow, really good job from Shate. I mean, it's going to mean not going to mean that much because they can just Habana again. But that has definitely delayed the push to a point where Sleben should be able to rotate up and should be able to C4 from below or go for his own flank now. Only 40 seconds left, let's go, and there we go, yes, Sleben takes down, saves, and now it's a 4v4 situation. This is looking much better now for ENCE to just try and delay this push coming in, because their PACT is wasting so much time waiting about roamers and waiting about the flank to come through from Sleben that they're not really pushing the site that well. And there we go, Shatty gonna pick up 1, but instantly traded out by Panics, and now a 3v3 situation. Panics very low in HP though.
He's not going to have time for a reset either. There's only 18 seconds left on the clock. Bootsy needs to be smart about this. He's going to pick up 1. Sleben's going to pick up 1. Bootsy's going to smoke out Panics on that lick of health. And that's going to be the round going to ENCE. And this is the momentum that ENCE need to bring themselves back into the fray here. And they are going to bring that round well up. We will switch now that the half has finally ended. I know it says round 7 there, but we had a draw. And that's why now we will have the teams swapping over. Swipping. I feel like swipping should be a word, stand up. Swipping over. I'm going to make it one day. I'm the Shakespeare of this generation, I've decided. So teams will swip over and we will have the attack now on the burden of ENCE and the defense on PACT. And that pulse we were talking about before will now be rendered by Panics.
Are we going to see an ENCE first round exit here?
ENCE are doing the G2 strat.
I don't like this, honestly.
I mean,
Sleben is a really good Ying. Okay, what if it works? But like, you see this lineup when you're going into the reveal phase, and you know exactly what they're gonna do now.
Oh, I mean, they're already scared of the Ying. PACT are already going to be scared of the Ying. They're going to be thinking about the Ying, the Candela's coming out, the Finker as well. I just don't think they're going to be thinking about the Blitz as well. Like, I don't think that they're going to think that much cancer, and we call it like the cancer lineup, the Finker Blitz. I don't think they're going to be aware that much really toxic setup is awaiting them on attack. ENCE are notoriously careful and calculated, so I don't see this kind of aggressive lineup being helpful for that kind of playstyle.
He's already boosted himself.
What?
He has already boosted himself.
What? Why?
Why you ask him?
I will ask him after the game.
Alright.
Why did you waste that stim pistol?
I'm not going crazy, right? You can impact trick this wall.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. Kendra is finally going to open the top there to allow for the impact trick. And of course, we will see
Wow.
Panics pick up the Ying.
Oh, that is really bad drone work coming out from ENCE there already. Or maybe it was good drone work and Panics just took the fight anyway. And then he just wins. Although, but the shield should be the first one in here. It shouldn't be an opportunity for Panics to get the kill.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Where's the shield coming in first, trying to get this kill? Of course, they will open up all of these lines of sight. That line of sight there, unnecessary to open up, but hey, let's waste a breach charge. Why not? Let's do it. Of course, Shartay now, see, and they're still being careful with a blitz. This is what I was talking about. ENCE are a little bit too calculated and careful to run such an aggressive lineup like blitz, like Finker, like the Candelas, even though they won't be utilized now. And I think that Shartay will get picked off. There's an A. Yes, Shartay. They're running a Jaeger.
Yeah. No, I mean, BNC has flashes, so you could move through that. They could do the same push, just in a different way and slightly quicker. And yeah, like, I don't understand what's happening here because they need to burn those ADSs and they need to start moving. It kind of just feels like it's just all stalled out for ENCE. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Finally, we'll have those flashes go in. One too many, I argue, but it doesn't matter. Smokes will come out. This is good. This is forcing Kendra to have to utilize his utility. And of course, I'm not sure whether or not... Yeah, we do. We do have Gonfi holding 90 there. Not properly. I'm not sure if there is a flank drone for our dead ENCE member to be able to watch to make sure that no one floats up behind them for the flank. But ultimately, Sparkso will pick up Wilkie, and that is the Finker off the board. He's not going to get boosted. He's going to have to walk into the smoke now. Shartay's going to smell it all up and cough it all out, taking about 20 damage. Gonfi's in a good position here, but of course they are aware of his position, and there is someone behind Statue as well, and they're aware of this. They're going to flash him. He will be flashed, but no one takes advantage of it.
Now, well, Sparkso will be the first one to start taking advantage. Kendry takes down Shatay, and Saves takes down Gonfi as well. As PACT take round number 7. Can we please stop the copy passes in the chat, please? I know it's fun to copy and paste what other people are posting, but come on, guys. We can put out better chat stuff here.
And of course, can we stop timing out my man Blaz? My man, Blaz. And there we go. Goddess is going to remove the timeout on Blaz, just as I say that. Copy pasta is for children, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be a little bit more grown up than that. But we will have PACT taking that round very confidently. I did say it from the beginning. ENCE are a very calculated and a very slow and methodical kind of team when they do their attack pushes. I don't know why they pick such an aggressive lineup, considering their playstyle does not match that. And it showed. They had the Blitz just staring at the door for ages, trying to throw smokes into an ADS. They weren't prepared for that aggressive push the same way PACT would have, for example, the same way Kendra runs Shift W into a room with the Blitz and gets a few kills, and then, of course, maybe dies in the end, but at least he's done his impact. ENCE are not built for that kind of aggressive push, and they need to be smarter about that one.
Yeah, definitely. So we're going to move through into round number 8. I don't know why ENCE are changing up their strategy so much. They're trying to take different things. They're trying to make it work. I respect that. But they seem to be all over the place with their strategy on Villa. They don't seem to have any one thing that actually will work for them here.
Villa's one of those kind of maps, though. Either you're feeling good, your strategies are working, or they're not working and you're panicking because you need to come up with something new. But it's not one of those like veteran maps like Border or Oregon.
I cannot recall a time. I think possibly if you go back to OGA, when Villa was a good map. I'm not sure because I didn't get to cast any events during Challenger League. So I'm not completely sure about their strategies here, but from what I can see against PACT, especially on their attacks, it seems very disorganized. And that is really weird for ENCE as a team.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, like I said, slow and methodical. I think they're panicking about their attacks. I don't think they need to overthink it the way that they have been. I think they just need to stick with their usual plan that they will run on this. Be methodical, get the intel, get the plant down, and, you know, hold their flanks. But of course, we see Shate now has defaulted onto the Montaigne. This more fits their playstyle, having the Montaigne for the intel collection, getting the information that they need. Wilkie on the Thatcher, you know, getting rid of some of those goo mines, ADSs, and of course, I think it will really assist them in doing it. They've still got the Ying, and the Ying hasn't died very early here. So Saves will be spotted out. He'll default downstairs. I don't think Saves will have too much of an impact, and if he does, I think it'll be very great. But either way, ENCE need to make sure that they're getting the intel, they've got the Monty, they've got the Candelas. If they don't make use of the utility, I worry for them this round.
Andrew has impacts. Want to point that out?
Yeah.
For the impact tricking. There's a lot of stuff you can impact trick here.
Absolutely. I mean, if he's in a good spot, why not impact trick? We've seen before, we had Shate, I believe, on the Valkyrie trying to obviously toss over a C4, and that worked as well, but Slavin's going to shoot through the drone hole there and get a couple of good picks onto Deep. He's going to push himself. Oh, wow.
Oh my god, Yoga, please. Oh my god, I can't even unmod him right now. Okay. We're just going to deal with that, I guess. And it's going to be a 5v5 at the moment. It's Penta. Sorry, not Penta. See, it's all throwing me off now. As we are going to see it all holding down. But Panic just pick up the first kill of the round. There we go. Boonsy is going to go down. Deep hits the kill into Sleben. As it's not looking too good for ENCE. All of a sudden, they're all going to be going down. Gonfi is going to try and recover it from below. As Shati tries to push in, but he's just looking for these kills at all. Shati really doesn't have a lot of control here on 90. He does actually have Diffuser though, but he's going to get insanely lit up. This is not good from him, as Kendrew still has one more gas grenade and he has 2 impacts. So he could actually get very aggressive on this Montaigne and you completely shut him down. And I'm assuming Deep should have Legion Mine. Yeah, he does have a Legion Mine outside the door. This should be good from him. Mines are going to start to go down as impacts and EMPs are going to go down as well. Oh my god, what a shot from Pan. He's going to take him down. It's all down to Gonfi. He's going to try and push around, but no, that's a flawless round from PACT. They're going to put themselves on a match point.
Look, I honestly do fear for ENCE here. I really do not think that they're going to be able to pull back from this one. Obviously, they're in a position now where it's do or die for them. They didn't win the last map by mere milliseconds on the defuse. So it means that if they do not win this map of Villa, they will not have any more opportunity to make their ticket to Montreal. And I mean, PACT here, absolutely fruitful in all of their attack and defense, really taking advantage of a lot of the map and being really confident with it. It's not that they've been overly coordinated, but they've been really good with their picks here. Gun skill off the charts here for PACT. And I'm not sure whether or not that's because they've been playing for many, many hours tonight and they're just on point. The warm-up's been absolutely ongoing for them, but ENCE not really living up to the same kind of, I guess, adaptation that is needed against PACT. And I suppose that's what happens when you put a really aggressive team against a really calculated and passive team like ENCE. Fire versus ice, the ice melts, and that's ENCE at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. I also want to just interject here, Salty, with some stream content. Evan, Yoga, you're never being modded in my stream ever again. I just want to put that out there. And now we're going to move to match point. Looking really, really good for PACT. I feel like it's a combination of both. Like, PACT's defense has been really, really good. They played off their gun skill very well, just like they did on Border. But ENCE's attacks have been all over the place.
Yeah, look, they do look calculated to begin with in the early round. But as soon as they get to like mid-late round execution, they've either got picks taken off their team or they're just not ready for this execution. They haven't got the lines of sight they need. They haven't got the utility out to get the execution they need. So it's just been, it's not been a great push here from ENCE. And of course, the aggression from PACT here is just going to continue. And I think it's really going to get them match point here.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to move through. Going to be match point, remember, for PACT. If they win this round, they will take the series. Are you not destroy this? Oh, yeah, because he's doing it in the wrong place. Yeah, there we go. If they take this round, they take the series, they knock out ENCE, that'll be a first round exit from ENCE in a double elimination tournament. That is really not good.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I'm not entirely sure how they're going to go about this. There's so many rounds that they need to win in a row here. 3 rounds that ENCE will need to bring it back with. And I mean, given the train and the absolute force that PACT have been these past few rounds, I don't foresee it for ENCE, but they may pull something out here, do or die for them as it currently exists. Just under 2 minutes on the clock starting, and they're able to get this wall at least thatched. That means that, oh, no, Golfy's going to go down, I believe. I'm not sure if that was...
1 HP in a dream. This has happened so much, it's actually insane. Because on the overlay, it looks like they are down, but he's not. He's 1 HP. But Wilkie going to move through on the AR-33 to see what he can do here. They really need to get this wall open, but it's so dangerous. On top of that, Kendrew has impacts, and so does Deep. And they're going to be able to impact trick this. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, either they need to push through from a pinch and Panics is there awaiting. Gomfi is going to reset himself. Saves is heard for that reset. No, actually, I think Saves has downed him. He's going to throw out an impact and it's going to take him out, and no one's going to be able to refrag Saves unless, of course, he gets aggressive again. Spark, so he's going to take out Sharte. This is falling apart very quickly for ENCE. Saves is not going to be able to do much because Sparks is just going to take all the limelight. Then he gets Sleb and power play. Sleb and Wilkie's going to come zooming in, and they've decided they're just going to go for frags, and everyone's flicking to everyone's head, and suddenly it's just Boonsy all alone. Not a lot he can do here. 2v1. He tries to get the plant down on about 20 health, and Sparkso and Saves are going to be here to stop him. Impacts as well. Oh goodness, Boonsy.
Yeah. Boonsy just under 20 health now as he tries to push around. He's had some great entry and still has another flashbang. Him and Sparkso. Sparkso a little bit above HP here. He's going to try and frag out here, but the Fuso looks like it's just about to go down. Sparkso's going to let it, but all the bait comes out. And there we go. Boonsy's just going to peek it out. Sparkso takes him down. PACT take round number 9, and they take the series 2-0. Wow, what a series.
Wow, I am very happy to have seen that one because that is a force to be reckoned with. ENCE they're a pro league team for a reason, and to fall to PACT like that, obviously PACT bringing in Panics, our old member, great player, great guy, and of course they brought in Sparkso from the stream as well. So that having those 2 players at the top of the leaderboard, not even surprised in the slightest. And ENCE, I think, will be walking away from this one with their heads very, very heavy, I think, given that they had every opportunity to make it quite a long way in these qualifiers.
Yeah, that's a really big upset. And I know ENCE do have a new member